Okay. So have everyone have gone through the last recording here, guys?
Yes, sir.
The recording, the interview questions, rules and responsibility and all. Guys,
Yes, sir.
whoever have missed, have you guys gone through that? Okay. Cool. So today I will showcase the end-to-end workflow. Okay. So end-to-end workflow as a QA. Okay. So conceptual wise, everyone is having the knowledge, okay, and what is the functional testing, API, mobile application, okay, database. I think these all things I think you guys have got it. Okay. I will just quickly showcase like, okay, as an end-to-end, how exactly that testing process will be look like, okay, or how exactly you guys are going to work, okay, as a QA. Okay. So let me showcase this workflow exactly. Okay. Cool. So in real time, okay, what will happen like, okay, whenever, let's say that you will join some company, okay, or let's say that if you're working for something, okay, as a QA profile, then first what we have to do, we will be having what user stories. Correct, guys? User story, it means what? Can someone tell me what exactly it is?
Customer requirements.
It's nothing but what? Requirements, correct? We will have the requirements, okay, and this requirement will have what? Acceptance criteria. Yes or no? All of you are understanding this? What is the meaning of this acceptance criteria? Everyone? Yes, no?
Yes.
What exactly the acceptance criteria means? Can someone tell me what it is?
Prerequisites.
Sorry?
Search prerequisites.
Can I'm not able to understand. Can you repeat?
Search features.
Search feature?
Sir, it is a step-by-step procedure to follow the particular feature.
Yes. Okay. Acceptance criteria is the detailed information about the requirement. Correct, guys? Because whenever, let's say that, okay, BA will create a BA or client, they will create a requirement and they will be providing a detailed information about the requirement. Okay, guys. So that exactly we are calling this acceptance criteria. Acceptance criteria to develop the particular functionality. Okay. So here we are having a requirement. It may be any of the requirement. Okay, but for those requirements, we will be having what proper acceptance criteria, detailed information about the requirement. Getting it, guys? Okay. So
Yes, sir.
whenever BA, okay, they will create a requirement, then they have to provide what detailed information about the requirement. Let's say that this is a what? Let me create one user story. Okay. So let's say that I'm just giving like, okay, implement something, what registration feature. Okay. Let's say that this is our requirement, like we have to develop the registration feature. Okay. So for this registration feature, right, BA need to provide a detailed information, like how exactly we want to develop this registration feature. So every detailed information will be there in this description. So that actually we're calling the acceptance criteria. Okay. Acceptance criteria to develop the particular functionality. So here they can mention like, okay, to develop this, okay, registration feature, okay, registration option, so display, okay, we can need to showcase in what home page, okay, something like that. Okay, landing page means that option should be available into the landing page. Okay, and then users can register, okay, using mobile number or email ID. I'm just giving like this, okay, but yeah, it's like a detailed information, okay. Or if
User can able to upload pictures.
Yes, if user want to register using email ID, then they need to provide their first name, last name, email ID. This is just field name, like whichever field we want to have it for creating account, password and confirm password. Confirm password. Now here, if user want to register via mobile, then first they should get OTP. I'm just like writing like this, OTP code. Getting it, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, and they can mention like, first name, last name. Field should have minimum 3 character and maximum 8 character. I think we guys have discussed, right? So these are again the criteria. Like user will enter it. But here this minimum detail is required. Like minimum characters. So likewise acceptance criteria will be there. Which is going to provide by our business analyst or the client. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Everyone. Okay, guys.
Yes, sir.
So this is what acceptance criteria. In every company, no matter it's a startup, MNC, everywhere you will get this acceptance criteria, because this is like based on this only you will be reading the requirement, or you will be understanding the requirement. Let's say that you are a developer, so you can also go to this acceptance criteria, and accordingly you can develop it. You can write a program and all. If you are a QA, then you can also go to this acceptance criteria, and accordingly you can write down your test scenario or test cases, whatever you want. So that's how we will be having what proper requirement. So that exactly we are calling as acceptance criteria. So here BA and all, they will create a word user story with having the proper acceptance criteria. Clear? That is the first thing. So likewise we will be having all the proper user stories. Now, as soon as all the stories and all will be there into the backlog, then first we have to conduct backlog grooming meeting. Correct, guys? Because we want to develop this requirement, we have to implement this functionality. So what we have to do, we have to initiate backlog grooming meeting. And here we will be discussing about the requirement, like which requirement we want to develop first, which is in high priority, which we can develop first. So likewise, we are going to decide the priority of the requirement. And during this backlog grooming meeting time, client or BA, they will be also explaining about the requirement. Grooming means what? Providing more information, discussing about the requirement. So during this backlog grooming meeting time, BA or client, they will open all the requirement, and they will be providing more information. They will explain you. Getting in? Let's say this is a story, so they will open this story, and they will explain, here we need to develop this registration feature, and as part of this feature, this all the thing is required. Miss, they will just explain this requirement during this meeting time. We will select the stories. Along with that, we will do more discussion about the requirement. So why we are discussing? Because it will help to the developer as well as the QA. So client can suggest this will be registration feature, here it will showcase something. So likewise, we will be having the detailed discussion about the requirement also during that meeting time. Clear, guys? So that's how we are having backlog grooming meeting. So here we can decide we can prioritize the user stories. Along with that, we can discuss about the user stories. Prioritize the user stories and also discuss about selected user stories. Selected means what? Whichever user stories we have selected for the further development, for the next sprint, so that we can discuss it. So that's how we are having backlog meeting. So once this meeting will get over, then we have to have sprint planning meeting, correct guys? Okay, now here during this sprint planning meeting, okay, exactly we are going to decide the what or we are going to assign the task to the developers. Okay, like whatever stories we have selected, so those stories we have to assign to the developer. Why? Because for implementing this, all the requirement we have to assign to someone else. So that is something about what about developers. So we will assign the stories to the developer. Okay, along with that, what we can do? Can someone tell me?
Get
story
from
point from developers.
Yes. Okay. So devs and also update the story point. Okay. It means what? How much time they will take to develop the each functionality. Okay. So likewise, we will be having what proper story point. Okay. For each requirement. So this is the task we will do it. Okay. Sprint planning meeting. How exactly we want to implement all those stories. So for that we can have the sprint planning meeting. Okay. So once this sprint planning meeting will get over, okay, then we can start with the sprint. Okay, then after sprint planning meeting, okay, start with the sprint. Okay, miss, there will be some specific date. Let's say that today is a Monday. Okay, so we can start the sprint from this today's date. Okay, so remember that usually in all the organization, okay, sprint start from the Monday and it ends on the Friday. Okay, it's like Monday to Friday task. Okay, very rare company you will be getting like in between of the week sprint. Okay, but in real time, okay, mostly we are starting from the Monday only. Okay, so we can start with the sprint. Okay, so once we will start it, then a daily basis, okay, we will have what
Scrum meeting.
Scrum meeting. Okay, because we just want to track it, like what all tasks we are doing it. Okay, what is the status of the each and every employees. Okay, so and overall, like we can track the project status. Okay, also employees status. Okay, miss resources status. Okay, what exactly everyone is doing, everything also we can track it and in parts of a daily basis meeting. Okay, so this we can call as a scrum meeting. Okay, in some companies this is also we are calling for DSM. DSM is nothing but what? Daily standard meeting. Both are same. Okay, remember that. DSM or Scrum meeting, both are same. Okay. So that's how we will have it. Now, as a QA, okay, now I will not discuss much about the developers part, okay, because that is their responsibility, how they are going to implement it and all, okay. So now as a QA, what we have to like, okay, we have to have what our proper task planning meeting. Getting it, guys? Now here we can say that, okay, as a QA, okay, we will have what? Our task planning meeting. It means what? Okay, whatever user stories we have, let's say that here we have picked some 6 user stories. Okay, so how exactly we are going to taste those 6 user stories? So internally as a QA team, okay, we will be having what our own meeting. Getting it? Okay, it means what we have to also plan is like how exactly we are going to develop this sorry, not develop, how we are going to test this 6 user story. Okay, so internally as a QA team, only the QA team will be there. Okay, and here we are going to do the test planning meeting activities. Okay, or we can say the test planning activities we will do it. And here during this meeting time, okay, as a QA we need to assign that task to the QA resources, and also we have to what update the estimation means what, how much time we will take it to develop and all. Okay, so those things we are going to estimate it as a QA also. Okay, so let me showcase you guys how exactly we can track those. Just a minute. Okay, can you guys see my another screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's say that some of the stories are there. Okay, so here this is for my old batch. Okay, where we have done some practical stuff. Okay, so for them. Okay, so yeah, let's say that some of the story ID is there. Okay, let's say that this all the story ID. Okay, and status is ready means what? Okay, this all is ready for the development, means we have selected it for the development. Okay, so that's why status is ready. Now priority and I'll leave it. Okay, now title of the requirement, like we have to develop some admin functionality like corporate branding, nationalities, okay, qualification, membership. So likewise this all the stories title we are having, requirement title. Okay, now this stories we have to assign to some QA resources. So here assigning nothing but what our QA resources. Okay, let's say that I will mention here this corporate branding is going to test by Amit. Okay, this nationality is going to test by Abhishek. Okay, miss, we will be just assigning a task to what QA resources. Getting it, guys? Okay, let's say that this is going to test by Apurva. Okay, so likewise, we have to assign the task to the QA resources. Understanding my point, everyone? Because internally as a QA team also we have to assign the task. Okay, like who is going to test what features. Okay, if only one QA is there, then only one QA details will be there. Okay, but if there are multiple test engineers, then we have to distribute the task among the test engineer. Okay, so that we can update it. And the issue type is something about story. This is the story type, so we have mentioned the story type. Okay, and sprint number. Okay, what is the current sprint number? So sprint, let's say that sprint 1, this is the current sprint. Okay, now here we can mention the QA estimate for the test case design. Okay, so here we can discuss about the ET stories as a QA. Okay, and we can check like, okay, like how much time we will take for this test case development. So this assignee, okay, he can update the test case estimation. Okay, or as a lead manager, okay, I can also put like try to spend this much of time, okay, to complete the test cases designing. Okay, so as an hourly basis, okay, we can update the our estimation as a QA. Okay, getting it? So here
Yes,
I will
sir.
say, I will say that like I said, 4 hours. Okay, 4 hours. Take it for the your test scenario test case preparation. Okay, so that is your estimation. Okay, now next word, test case design status. It means what, whether it's a completed, in progress, started, okay, or incomplete. Okay, so whatever status it will be there, but that we will update it like daily basis. We will have the scrum meeting. Okay, and on daily basis when you will share the your DSR report, right, daily status report. Based on that, okay, we can update this test case design status, or you can only update it. Okay, once you will complete your test scenario test case preparation, then you can update this status. You can say that let's say completed after preparing it. Getting it, guys? So that's how we will have the proper status. Like we have to update the proper status for each stuff. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's how we will have what our test planning meeting activities. Okay, like internally for each sprint, okay, how exactly we are going to test it. So for this, we will have our planning activities. Okay, so according to your development team estimation, okay, as a QA, we can estimate our work. Okay, let's say that, okay, developer is saying that, okay, let's say that one story is there. Okay, let's say the story 1. Okay, and they will take some what 1 day to develop it. Okay, so 1 day means what, let's say that they will say that by 29th of November they will deliver it. Okay, so as a QA, okay, you have to test this one story 1 on 30th of November. Getting it, guys? Because as soon as they will develop, they will give it to the QA team. So according to their estimation, we will have our QA estimation. Getting it? So that's the reason in the sprint planning meeting, first we are getting what our development team estimation. Then after that, we are having our QA team estimation. All of you are getting this? Because
sir.
once they will complete, then only we can start the testing, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so that's the reason. Okay, according to their estimation, we will have our own estimation. Yeah, someone is asking.
Sir,
Hmm.
who gave us the story point? I mean, developer give us the story point for us, like day 1 or 1 day or 3 day or 5 day for
Okay.
test the software.
No, we are going to give it as a QA. We are a QA, right? So we have to, as a QA, we have to provide our own story point. As a developer, they will be providing their own story point. Getting it?
Okay.
See, developer will be having their own story point means what? Effort estimation, like how much time they are going to take it to develop the requirement. That is their estimation. Now, as a QA, you will be having your own estimation. How much time you will take it to test the particular application.
Like sir, if there is a 2 or 3 developer and different all developer are give different story point, then
Hmm. Then as a QA, we will be giving our own story point. Doesn't
who
matter. Okay.
assign developer to the story point as a business analyst or developer own?
I think you missed that agile session here.
No sir.
Then I have told you, right? Okay, during that meeting time, okay, project managers, okay, they will be checking with the development team. Okay. Now, as a development team, we can provide the estimation. They will understand the requirement. They will check it like how much complexity that requirement is having. Accordingly, they will provide their estimation. You have
Yes
to
sir.
tell, you have to tell your estimation, right? Let's say that I will ask, okay, let's say that I will say that you guys need to complete what test case design for some application. Okay, let's say that you need to complete this test case design for Amazon application. Now, if I'll say that, okay, I will force you like, okay, within 8 hours. Okay, definitely, like you will struggle it. Okay, or you will not able to complete. Okay, but as a QA, what you can do, you can go to this requirement. Okay, and accordingly, you can estimate it. Okay, like you can say that, okay, I will take 2 days of time. Getting it?
Okay
You have
sir.
to estimate it, like how much time you will take. Because as a manager, as a client, I don't know your approach, right? Some experienced people, they can complete it in 2 hours. Some freshers, they can take 8 hours. Some moderate level, they can spend 5 hours. Depends on the experience, correct? That's how only we are counting experienced people, right? Like they can do the same task within 1 hour, which that freshers will take for 1 day or 2 days. Correct, guys? Okay, so according to your experience, okay, whatever you are feeling like, okay, that estimation should be, accordingly you can provide the estimation. Okay.
Understood sir.
Yeah.
Sure. In interview, if they ask about story point, we have to explain in as a QA, right?
Just say that we are following 357. Don't need to explain developers QA. Okay, they will just ask you what is the story point. So just say 357 we are following. Simple.
So the story point that 357 will be same for QA also, correct?
It will be same. Okay, but in real time it's not same.
Okay.
It will be the different. Okay, but for explaining interview perspective, just say 357.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Okay, so that's how like we are going to estimate our QA task. Okay, once we are going to estimate, then as a QA, okay, as a test engineers, okay, we will understand the requirement. Okay, then what? Then test scenario preparation, test case preparation. Okay, then test case review. So all this process will begin. Okay, parallelly. Getting it, guys? RTM preparation. So all these things will happen. Okay, after assigning the once we will assign the task to the QA resources. Okay, so each QA, each test engineer. Okay, each test engineer. Okay, they will go to their assigned user story. They will understand the requirement. They will understand the acceptance criteria. They will prepare the test scenarios. Okay, test cases, reviews, the RTM preparations, and all. Clear, everyone? Okay. So likewise, we will perform our activities. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So once the test cases and all the documents will prepare, then as a QA, okay, we will wait for a build from the devs. Okay. So once the developers will provide a build, okay, then they will burn the stories into the QA environment. Okay, means in QA environment we will get a feature, and then we can start with what our test case execution, or we can say that,
Execution.
yes, we can start with our actual testing activities. Clear? So whatever testing you want to do, smoke sanity, regression system, whatever it is, okay, according to the situation. Okay, if they are releasing new features, then you can perform the smoke testing, then you can execute your all the test cases. If they are just giving the bug fixes in that particular new build, then what kind of testing we have to perform? If there is just bug fixes.
Retesting. sir.
Retesting.
Retesting and
Sanity.
Retesting.
Sanity testing.
sanity test. Correct. So these two testing we can focus. So it depends on the situation. Okay. So you have to understand like, okay, what kind of build you are getting, what kind of features you are getting from the developers in the new build. Okay. So that's how we will continue over all the testing tasks. Okay, guys. Now post the we will be having what defect reporting, retesting. Okay, all this process we will be having it properly. Okay, then finally what we'll prepare what test case execution report. Okay, defect summary report. All these things we will prepare it. Okay, and based on that we can give the sign off. Clear, guys? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so that's how we will do our QA task as a testing time. Okay, in every sprint, here I'm just talking about one selected sprint. Okay, but in every sprint we have to repeat the same things. Okay, similar activity is going to repeat for the every sprint. Okay, we will do the proper planning, we will estimate it, we will assign the task. Okay, and we will do this test case scenario preparation. Every activities is going to repeat in every sprint. Getting it, guys? Yes, no. Okay, now here it depends. Okay, you will be part of functional testing, API, mobile application, like what that is like actual testing test. Okay, like what kind of application you are testing, whether it's just a web application or along with that you are doing the API testing or mobile application testing, or along with that you are doing the database testing. So it depends on the work. Okay, but here you can say that okay, you are doing all the activities. Getting it? So as a part of interview perspective, okay, or for updating in your profile, mention that, okay, you are a functional tester, okay, you are a functional test engineer, okay, where you are doing the web and mobile application testing, okay. Also, you're doing what? API testing. Also, you're doing what? Database testing. Getting it, guys? So all these things you guys can highlight it as a part of your profile. Okay. Then I ask you like how much confidence you are having into the API, how much experience you are having it. Okay. So let's say that you are having total overall three year of experience. Okay. So just say that out of 1 year experience I'm having into the API and the database. Don't say like complete 3 year into the API and the 3 year in the database. Just say that partially, like parallelly, you are also performing what API and database testing. Getting it, guys? Along with your application testing, along with that, you are doing the API and database testing also. Okay, just for the quick validation of the APIs and the database. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Everyone have understood this? Okay, so that is what end-to-end workflow. So it's similar things in every sprint. We are going to repeat it. Okay, and this is for the sprint 1. Again, in the sprint 2, we will do this what we will have the stories. We will do the backlog meeting, a sprint meeting. Okay, we will assign the task. As a QA, you will be doing all the tasks. Okay, so in every sprint throughout your career, okay, throughout the QA career, similar things we are going to repeat in every new sprint. Is it clear? Okay, now let's say that okay, we have done all the testing tasks. Okay, let's say the testing is completed for the entire application. Okay, assume that all features are developed and tested. Okay, the features are developed and tested, and definitely like, we will go with what our release process. Correct, guys? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So once these features and all will be developed, then we will plan it for the what? Plan it for
Release.
production release. We are going to release into the production environment. Okay, so for that, okay, we will be having what? Some release document. Okay, release plan document. Okay, and in this release plan document we will mention all the things. Okay, all the thing is what? Here we will mention the objective, like why we are preparing this document. Okay, then we will be having what? Okay, stories to be released. Okay, So all the stories count will be there, like how many stories we are releasing, right? So all the stories detail will be there, like so that story one, okay, okay, registration feature, okay, because these all are developed, okay. Story two means whichever stories we are going to release it, right? Okay, so all the use storage detail will be there into this release plan document. Getting it, guys? Okay, this is stories, or let's say that bug fixes. Okay, let's say that we have done some bug fixes. Okay, that was in production environment. Okay, now that bug fixes also we want to release it into this production release. Okay, so this bug fixes also we can mention it. Okay, let's say that some what performance issues. Okay, improved. Okay, some minor UI changes. Okay, so these all are already fixed. Okay, already resolved. Okay, now it's ready for the release. Okay, like we are going to go for the production release. Okay, so for that we will have the proper release plan document. Okay, and in this
Sir?
doc, let me complete. Okay, yeah. So in this release plan document, we are going to keep all this information. Okay, guys. Along with that, we can keep what? Release date. Okay. Release date means what? At what date we are going to release this? Okay. So what date means? Let's say that we are going to release by some what? 5th of December. Okay. So that name will be all, that date will be also there. Okay. Then what? As a QA. Okay. After production release. Okay. We have to perform what? Or you can say that after production release, kind of test to perform. That is nothing but sanity test. Okay, sanity test. Okay, so like with this kind of details will be there into the release plan document. Okay, guys, exactly what I'm trying to say. Like, okay, whatever features we are releasing and whatever bug fixes are there. Okay, those things we have to provide it in this release plan document properly. Okay, why we have to mention? Because it will not confuse, like during this release time, right? Okay, we will get to know, okay, yes, we are releasing this many features. Okay, along with that, this many bug fixes we are releasing it. Okay, so this all detailed information will be there into this release plan document. Okay, and also we can mention the version number also, like what will be the version number, okay, after releasing a production. Okay, or here I can mention this current version. Okay, let's say that in the production environment, okay, some version is there. Let's say that some what version 10. Okay, that is the current version, means before the production release. Okay, whatever version we are having into the application, that we can call it the current version. Okay, let's say that Play Store, some application is there. Okay, and that application version is 10. Okay, but once we will do the production release, then automatically it will get updated as the 11. Correct, guys? All of you are getting this? After production release, version number should be like version 11. Okay, so that's how we can define, or we can keep the information into this release plan document. Is it clear to all? Yeah, Kishore, you were asking something.
Sir, release plan document and deliverables both are same or both are different?
Almost same. Okay, but deliverable we are calling is about what we can say, that deliverable, like as a QA team or as a development team, whatever documents we will deliver, that we can call as a deliverable. If you are a QA, then we are calling it a test deliverables. Okay, that is also same. Okay, as a part of production release and test plan document, whatever we are releasing, that is also kind of what test deliverables.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So
Release plan document is common. It includes development document and testing teams documents, everything.
Deliverable documents common. Okay, it may be like the testing as a developer, we are having some whatever developer related document. Okay, that is also deliverable for the developers. That is a common. Okay, let me show this you
Okay.
some real time. Just a minute. Let me remove some data. So
Scrum Master will be responsible for this, no?
not exactly. POs, product owners, product managers. Okay, or as a QA team, we can also prepare this release plan. Okay, it depends on the they will give this responsibility to someone else. Okay.
Okay, sir. Got it.
Okay, so can you guys see my screen?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's visible.
Yes, sir.
So, okay, when I was working for this ESPN ClickWorks, so that time we had prepared this. Okay, so let's say that this is like a release plan. Okay, that is the application name. Okay, then date name. Okay, like when we have prepared by this guy. Okay, so he was like a product owner. Okay, product manager, we can say that. And here you can mention release notes. Okay, like introduction, overview, objective, scope, target audience, release features, devices support. Okay, this for the mobile application. Okay. So here just mention that this QA release one focuses on the feature of the ESPN Click Info. Okay, objective and scope, conduct usability acceptance test of the features in release and provide feedback. Target audience, this document is for the stakeholder and QA team to understand the feature as part of this release. Okay, means this release plan documents we are preparing for what our client, okay, or our teams. Okay, now release features, whatever features we are releasing it. Okay, so here just mention that in this Android app, this many features we are releasing it. Okay, like profile, landing page, bio, sales, profile. Okay, now devices support, in which all devices this application is going to support, that also we have mentioned, like iPhone. Okay, iPhone this version. Okay, then what release version. Okay, that app version name, this can be installed from this URL. Okay, so something is there. Okay, now a specific introduction, if there is service, or leave that. Okay, known issues, limitation, clarification. So let's say that any of the known issue is there. Okay, known issues means some issues are already exist and we are aware about it. Okay, so that we are calling it one known issues. Okay, so if it's there, then we can update it here. Okay, yet to be implemented. So some of the functionality which is not yet developed. Okay, and also this is not part of this current feature or current release. So that also we can update it if it's there. Okay, now open defects. Okay, whatever the defects we are having it. Open means what? The defects which is not yet resolved, not yet fixed. Okay, still developers are working on. So that also we can highlight it. Like this, all the defects are open defects, and it will be not part of the release process. Okay, so that is also there. So many defects are there. Then terminology and keywords, leave that. Okay, now point of contact. Okay, so who is the manager, technical POC, name, okay, email ID, number. Okay, guys. So likewise, we can prepare the release plan document. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is all about what release plan. Okay, and based on this document only, okay, we will go for the production release. Okay, or this document will help the entire team. Okay, in production environment, what all features we are releasing and all. Okay, all the details you will get it properly. Clear, guys? Okay, now once we will do the production, right? Okay, let's say the production release is completed. Okay, now after that, as a QA team, okay, we can quickly perform the sanity test. Sanity test means what? Because a lot of small changes, okay, the features we are releasing into the production environment, right? Correct, guys? Here some of the new changes, small bug fixes, okay, some UI changes, those all things will be there. Okay, so quickly we can perform the sanity testing. Okay, remember that in interview they may ask you if it's there any production release, then what kind of testing you can perform. So just say the sanity test. Why? Because a lot of changes is going to merge into the production environment. Okay, it may be the minor changes, major changes. Okay, so for that, okay, we can perform the sanity test in production environment. Quickly we can check it whether any of the functionality is breaking or not after doing this changes. Okay, usually in the production environment we are not doing any of the testing. Okay, but one testing you can perform, that is a sanity test. It's like quick verification because of this all changes. Okay, clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, remember that. Okay, moving on. Okay, so that is like end-to-end flows. I hope you guys have understood this. Anybody is having doubt? Now I think you guys can imagine how the work will be there for you guys, everyone, or how exactly you will be working as a part of your QA career. I think you guys can imagine that.
Yeah, got some idea.
Got some ideas? Everyone, others?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't know if you guys are not doing currently, but at least you guys can feel that, right? Because, you know, if someone will tell the story, then I think we can imagine that story, right? You know, we can feel that, right? Okay, in actually, I think this thing is happening. It's like imagining the real thing, reality. Okay, so here I'm just explaining the real-time story about this QA processes, but you have to just feel that how exactly we are doing it. Okay, guys. Because an interview, right? Okay, you have to deliver the same story. Okay, just remember this. Okay, and just tell, okay, we are doing this, simple. Okay, anything else? So that is all about end-to-end QA. Okay, just a minute.
Sir, once again,
Sorry.
sir, sanity testing का.
Sanity testing.
Yes, sir.
I didn't get you.
Yes, sir.
No, what is your question?
Sir, you are asking no show.
Sorry.
आपकी स्क्रीन नहीं दिखाई दे रही सर.
Shivam, can you repeat your question? I'm not able to understand.
So your screen is not visible.
No, I have to stop it. Just wait for some time.
Sir, release plan documents. Repeat once. Repeat एक बार कर सकते हैं.
Complete. मिस कर गए या फिर क्या किया? जो लेट ज्वाइन किए? हेलो.
Yes, sir.
नहीं मिस किए कि लेट ज्वाइन किए, क्या हुआ?
नहीं सर, शुरू से ज्वाइन किया मैं तो
क्या प्रॉब्लम हुआ? क्या समझे?
थोड़ा समझ में नहीं आया इसका.
Okay, I'm just giving high level. Okay, after that just go to the recording once again, let me know. Okay, so this release plan document, when we have to prepare it, okay, whenever we are planning for the production is all about real-time application. Okay, there if you want to release the features or the functionalities, so that time we will have the production planning. Okay, so that time we have to prepare this release plan document. Okay, it means what? In this release plan, okay, or in this production release, okay, these all things is we are going to mention it. Okay, what all stories we are going to release, what all bug fixes, okay, what is the current version. Okay, so this all the information we have to keep into this document. Why? Because this when we will go for the production release, let's say that this is the date. Okay, in this date we are going for the production release. Okay, so it will help to our developers as well as the deployment team. Okay, whoever will do the deployment, right? It will help to our deployment team. Okay, in this date, okay, this document is going to help them. Okay, this part of this production release, we need to release this story 1, story 2, and also we have to release this many bug fixes and all. Okay, so that is the reason. Okay, we have to keep all this information in release plan document. Okay, for releasing an application, okay, we will have the proper detailed information, or we will have the proper planning. That planning we can keep it under the release plan document. Okay. So remember this. And this is a single document for the every team member. It's not like for the developers, we will have the different for QA node. Okay. It's like one release plan document for the entire features or entire product. Whatever product we are having it, for that we will have the proper feature. Why? Because we are saying that our all the development and testing is completed. Okay. And post that we will have the plan production release. Okay. Getting it, guys?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yeah.
this process has to be followed for the release of the entire software or for each and every build? Release of the each and every build.
No, for the release of the software. Okay, let's say that that is you know about the release cycle period. Remember what is the release cycle period? I think we have discussed during this agile.
The time taken to release the first part of the software, like if there are 100 user stories, if they're releasing 50 user stories,
Mhm.
it can be 3 months, we can inform.
Yes. Okay. So this release what release cycle period is nothing but what when we are going for the production release. Okay, this is nothing but what production release period. Okay, means when exactly we are going for the production release. Okay, either we are going for after every sprint. Okay, or we are going into the every month. Okay, or in every 3 months. Okay, guys. So that is kind of release period. Okay, when we are going to release our functionalities, okay, or applications, so that we are calling as a release period. Okay, so what is the release period we are having? Some companies, you know, like they are releasing the application in after completing in the average sprint, and some companies after every month. Okay, we will have the production release. In some companies we will have the 3 months of the release period. Okay, so this period, let's say that I'm just mentioning 3 months. Okay, it means what in every 3 months. Okay, we like in 3 months, so we are doing the development and testing, and after that we will go for the one production release. Okay, after that again we will work for the next 3 months. After that again we will go for the production release. Getting it, guys? Serious. Within this three months, definitely there will be multiple sprint, right? Or it will be just one sprint. What do you guys
Multiple sprints, sir. Obviously,
multiple sprint, right? So in that multiple sprint, whatever features we will develop, right? So those all features we can release. Okay, we can like after 3 months we can go for the production release. Okay,
okay, sir. Got it.
yeah. So that is what release cycle period. Because after every sprint we can't do, right? Because something will be pending and all. Okay, so that's the reason. Okay, we are deciding that okay, in 3 months we will develop all the sufficient features. Okay, and then we will go for the one production release. Okay, but in between, okay, let's say there's some changes we are doing, some bug fixes we are doing. So for that we can go for the patch releases. Okay, that is small releases means what patch releases we can do it. Okay, but to release the functionalities, a bunch of the feature changes and all. Okay, so for that we will have the proper release cycle period. Okay, guys. Everyone understanding this?
Yes.
Okay, so remember this. Okay, moving on. So that is all about, you know, end-to-end flows about the QAs. Okay, remember all this story because it will help you during your interview time. Okay, in between they can ask any of the question, but this is like entire QA process. Okay, just remember this. Okay, guys. Is it clear to all?
Yes, sir. Okay.
Good. Just a minute. Okay, cool then. So that is all about in today's session. Okay. So meantime, can we have the discussion for the resume preparation also? Can I showcase the resume template? If all of you are okay.
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes, sir.
itself
Yes,
or on another session?
No, sir. Another session, sir.
Okay. Cool. So no problem. Okay. I know like some of you are busy and all here and there. Okay. So let's have in tomorrow's session. Okay. And we will have the resume preparation. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
What about the timing, sir?
Sir, is there any class at 10 p.m.?
Which one?
10 p.m.
No, there is no 10 p.m. session for now. Okay. I will update if any of those things I will start in 10 p.m.
Okay, sir.
So one doubt. Sir, in regression testing, if we are adding new feature, there may be so many other features we have to test, right? So we only have to do it, or are we assigned with some user stories or particular task? How it works?
Can you repeat?
In regression testing, after adding new feature, we have to test the old user stories, right? Requirements or features. So do only we have to do it, or like are we assigned with particular tasks like this we need to test?
No,
Or
no,
like-
we have to do it. We will be having those proper requirement stories and all, okay? And we have to only do it because you will be knowing it, okay, what features we are integrating. So accordingly, you will be knowing, okay, I think this is impacting this, all the things I can check it. So it's you are going, who is going to decide this.
So if the contents are large, like huge, like how it works, like if it is a big project and all, every time we have to do it.
Not every time, okay, but whenever the major changes will be there.
Okay.
Yes, not every. Because see, complete testing there is impossible. Okay, we are saying that okay, let's say that Amazon is one product. Do you think that one tester or some tester will able to test the entire things? No. Okay, so there will be one say dedicated features. Okay, that you will be testing. Okay, so you can focus on that particular areas. Okay, let's say that here we are having what. I'm just giving, let's say that Amazon search. Okay, so there will be some dedicated test engineer for this search. Okay, it's not like a search add to card, everything is going to done by only one tester. No. Okay, let's say this search. So there will be one single dedicated guy, okay, who will be doing or testing the search functionality only altogether. Okay, so here he will check it like what are the impact is there. Okay, after adding new features, new product. Okay, and accordingly you can decide your regression.
Okay, sir.
Sir, hello, sir.
Yeah.
So now we will discuss about the resume this.
Not today, tomorrow.
Tomorrow, the same
What about
time,
project session?
changes in time.
After that, we will have it. Okay. After that, I will see. Okay. After that, after resume preparation, because for some people, a project is not required. For experienced people, it's required. Okay. But anyway, like for everyone, I will deliver it. But let's have the resume preparation first. Post that project session and just add that project into your resume and you can start.
So, but sir, there is no class for today. If you want, then you get the resume class today.
At what time?
Now,
In the evening?
No, some other people are not able to attend. Like they are not having time, like Kishore and all. They are having some commitment, I guess. Okay. So let's have in a separate session. Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
sure, sir.
Yeah. Tomorrow we will have it.
Sir, tomorrow at what time, sir?
It may be 1 or 2. 1 probably. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Or if I'll get a time, then we can have it 10 p.m. Okay, today. But there is no surety because 10 p.m. I'm occupied. I'm not doing any tough stuff, but I'm having some personal stuff. Okay, but if I will get a time, then I will try. Otherwise,
Okay, sir. Sir, if you're planning to take classes on 10 p.m., just inform us 1 hour prior.
Sure.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
thank
sir.
you, sir.